Hi guys, well, it's fairly late tonight, but I'm playing catch up today and getting some work done. This is one of the mini computers and it's decided to not work. And as you can see, we've got the power in here. We're going to flick the power switch on. Alright, and we're going to come around here. We're going to push the power button. I'm going to see if anything inside the fan there. You might see that little fan blade in there. So I'm going to push the power and see what happens. Nothing. Push it again. Nothing. Okay. Dead as a dodo. Okay. Now I'm suspecting it's the power supply, and it just so happens that I have a spare one, identical, 430 watt. So I'm going to show you briefly how to swap a power supply out in the computer. Now this computer's got like 4 hard drives in the thing. It's got quite a few supplies. It's probably why it shit itself. But yeah, I'm going to show you how it's done. Bear with me. Okay, so just going to set this up so you can see what it is I'm doing. Okay, so first things first, we'll unplug the power. Take the panels off. It just disconnects. It's all just standard plug-in, plug-out plugs. Piece of cake. All computers are. It's just, I mean, they might seem technical, but they're not. They're just bits that plug in and plug out together. Right. So what you have here is you have quite a few. This is your power supply up here. You want to take him out, so you want to trace all of the main wires. Now, first wire, and we'll bring you in here with the old torch and show you a bit closer. Now we have the main cables here coming out of this power supply. Alright, so what you want to do is trace all of these wires around. So you've got this main chunky one. Now this is your main motherboard power cable. Okay, and he goes to this big long white plug here. Alright, usually there's a little lever on the side. You just got to push inwards, and when you push it in, the little lever pops off, and then give it a pull. Preferably not too hard, but if you give it a decent enough pull, and she will just come out. It's like a 24 or 25, 26 pin plug. Now all of these other ones I've already disconnected from my hard drive because I knew that it was bugging. All of my CD-ROMs, they've just, each of them has one of these standard peripheral plugs. On the SATA drives they're a little different, but some SATA drives will have these little adapters. The SATA drives or the power supplies will sometimes come with multiple types of power leads. This here is your SATA type power lead. It's a lot flatter and it's usually a black, whereas the standard old 5 volt 12 volt plugs that have been around since donkey days. Alright, so I'm going to unplug those. Now that's your main power and all of these residual 5 and 12 volt lines that are going to your individual hard drives. You know, like I said, this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4 hard drives plus 2 CD-ROMs. So what we need to do also is up here you'll find usually a black and yellow cable, which is your 5 volt line or your separate 12 volt line to your onboard fan. Alright, same as your big one. It's just got a little clip, and the little clip is just if you give that a push, that little clip comes off and this just pulls out. Alright, now the last thing you need to do to take this supply, basically that's it. Alright, you're just going to unplug all of the wires that are coming out of this supply. It's usually the little square fucker which does your fan, your main big chunky bastard that goes into your main motherboard, and all your peripheral device plugs, okay, which are all pretty stock standard. Now on the back of your supply you'll have usually your 4 screws, which is this puppy here, this puppy here, this puppy here, and this puppy here. You undo these 4 and the whole power supply will come out. Let's give it a go. So we will just sit here there. Hopefully it's going to sit there while I do it. And voila, one power supply, awfully similar to this one. So that's the dud. Let's put the good one in. Put this one in the same way the other one just came out. Always likely to hit when you fuck up that way. So we have the, come back over to here again. Come with me. Alright, so there's the new supplies all mounted in there. Alright, so we have the first wire here, which is this little 4-plug one, which is the cooling fan. That's the last one we unplugged, so we might as well make it the first one we plug back in. We'll slap him in there. That one. Turn the light on so we can see what we're doing. Ooh, who'd have thunk it? Alright, so that's that one. The next one is the main computer supply line. So we know that he goes in there. It's not exactly easy to do with one hand, but I'm quite used to them. Stick him in there. Stick him into there. Goes that way. Plug will only ever go one way in, so don't see what I mean there. Alright, see, so it's a 24 pin, 20 plus 4 they're called. There. You might have some people going, oh, you're going to put on an anti-static strap and no, you're going to fry your chips. Oh, fuck off. I have been making computers for decades and I cannot honestly remember the last time I used an anti-static strip. I'm just going to remount these hard drives so they're a bit better in there. Be back with you in a second. Okay, and we're back. So I've got all the supply lines back in. I've got this here ready for the fan plug to go back in. So he'll just slap into there. This is all mounted in. The hard drives are all mounted in. All the SATA cables are connected. All there. They're all plugged into the board down below. So everything's going well. We'll plug it in and we'll see if we're going to get any better than last time. What do you reckon, people? Do you reckon we're going to have any luck this time round? there. And we shall see if we have a working computer. Moment of truth. So when I turn this on, we might get some power lights happening. I believe all the fans are working. It's alive! Alive! Anyway, now let's put it back where it should be and make that screen go, because that one there's feeling all lonely.